We continue to follow breaking news out of downtown Sacramento. A credible threat forced state lawmakers to evacuate the Capitol earlier this morning. Here's what we know so far. The Secretary of the Senate released a statement at 9:12 this morning saying CHP and security partners are present in higher numbers in the Capitol area and are alert of the situation. Investigators tell KCRA3 that a person who is believed to have fired shots at a business in Citrus Heights and the Kaiser Permanente Roseville Medical Building last night also threatened to shoot up the Capitol. Right now, police are looking for the suspected shooter. Roseville police say the shots fired at Kaiser Roseville came from a 2002 gold Ford F-150 single cab with a black soft cover over the bed of the truck. You can see it here in this picture. The truck has California license plate 6V04299. The vehicle is registered to 30-year-old Jackson Pinney from Hayward. Here is a picture of him shared with us by the Roseville Police Department. This is the suspect that they are searching for. They say this matches the suspect description. CHP says there's also a 1996 white Acura Integra that's registered also in his name. That license plate is 6FWU532. They want you to be on the lookout for both the white Acura and the gold F-150 as the search for Pinney is underway right now. We have live team coverage of everything that's unfolded today at noon. Let's begin with our KCRA3 Capitol correspondent Ashley Zavala live for us inside the Capitol. Are people back inside now, Ashley?
Yeah, Lisa, business back here at the state capitol is pretty much back to normal. We see tourists kind of roaming the building. We just spoke with the tour guides who said that tours are still on for today. So it feels very much as it would on a normal Thursday afternoon as lawmakers head back to their districts. But again, this building was evacuated at around 9 a.m. when lawmakers were notified of that threat just before the start of session this morning. They had business moved to the legislative swing space, which is about a block away from this building. Witnesses tell us that that building was also briefly on lockdown this morning. We actually caught up with Assembly Speaker Anthony Rendon outside.
But do you feel safe? How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, I'm okay. The members are okay. Members are safe. We just had a Democratic caucus meeting. The Republicans are having a meeting at 9:45. They're just talking about the situation and what happened today.
Deciding to have a check-in session, was that just a security, just to make sure everyone was safe?
It's a security precaution. The Senate decided to move their session over into the swing space, which is about a block away. We have different rules. We can't convene in a different location without 48 hours notice, so we weren't able to vote on bills today.
Okay. Are you able to give us a sense of what this threat is?
Well, one of the difficult things was there were several jurisdictions. There was a shooting that happened last night in Roseville. There were, we believe, claims that were made on social media, and then obviously the Capitol Police is a completely different entity. The words credible threat were never communicated to us by the CHP. We believe that the Capitol is a very safe place for our members, very safe for the public. We have the Sacramento Police Department has license plate readers all around the streets around the Capitol. So if a car that is, potentially suspect or something dangerous approaches the Capitol, we know right away. So we feel as though the Capitol is a safe place, and I understand it's back open again.
Okay. And I guess, is it possible that the Roseville shooter's car was picked up by those license plates?
There were rumors as such. I don't really know. In the era of social media, you get information all over the place, so it's difficult to say.
How are your members feeling?
I think they were a little concerned. I think the briefing was helpful. We, just as a precaution, have given Assembly employees the option of working from home or working from their offices. We know in a lot of instances people say carpool with a partner, a spouse, a neighbor, so they can't leave downtown until a certain time. So some staff are still working at home, and some staff members are going to work from home, and some are staying in their office.
Okay, and potentially into next week, or I mean, I know everyone's going to go back to their districts, but to be seen.
Difficult to see. Difficult to tell.
So a side note from all of this that I'd like to share is that Governor Gavin Newsom has been on a family vacation. He is not yet back in California, so he was not in either building at the time. It was expected to be a very busy morning here at the state capitol. As we've been reporting, hundreds of local leaders from cities and counties across California have been meeting in Sacramento for a conference. Many of them were expected to meet with lawmakers this morning and be part of events, but we know a lot of that has been canceled in light of the situation to take full precaution for lawmakers. Reporting live here at the state capitol, Ashley Zavella, KCRA 3 News.
Ashley, thank you so much. Glad to hear that those tours are now back on. A lot of those kids were already out of school. So when the Capitol was reopened, some families in those school groups walked in without even realizing it had been the center of an investigation earlier this morning. And KCRA 3's Lizzie Mitri spoke with some of those people who were caught off guard as they stopped by the Capitol for tours. Lizzie?
Lisa, yeah, they were confused, not quite sure what was going on. Like you mentioned, we can see here the tours are going on right now. Things are back to normal here. But when we first got here at about 9:45, we walked right into the Capitol from the north entrance with no issues. Once we got inside, at that point, it was a bit of an eerie sight. Take a look. It was just really quiet. We were walking through empty hallways. No one really seemed to be around until we did run into a group of young school children, 4th and 5th graders from Galt, here to check out the state capitol. One of the chaperones from that group approached us just to ask what was happening.
We had a pre-scheduled self-guided tour and we showed up, came in no problem, but it's completely deserted and everything's closed and it's a little weird in here right now. And the only reason we had an idea something might be going on is because of a parent concerned getting in contact with the chaperone.
They hesitantly did continue that self-guided tour, and you can see people are here now, and just in the hour that followed, we saw more and more people come in. We saw the tour guides and people at the information desk, everyone start to file back in, and like Ashley mentioned, business as usual here again. Live at the state capitol, Lizzie Mitri, KCRA 3 News.
Well, it's good to see everything is okay. Lizzie, thank you so much, and we want to give you another look at the man law enforcement is looking for, because they want you to be on the lookout for 30-year-old Jackson Penny. Here's his picture. Police say the vehicle used to shoot at Kaiser Roseville last night is registered to him. And here's another look at the truck. It's a gold F-150 with a black soft cover over the bed of the truck, as you see. California license plate 6V04299. It's 6V04299. CHP says there's also a 1996 white Acura Integra that's also registered in Penny's name. License plate on that Acura 6FWU532. Again, CHP is urging anyone who sees these license plates or these cars to call 911 immediately. Please call 911. Here's another live look at the Capitol right now. We can see from Live Copter 3, and you can see the dome of the Capitol building. And as we know, inside it's gotten back to business as usual. Now there is a construction going on in the Capitol, so not as many people that would normally be there are there anyway to begin with. But you can see just a couple of people surrounding on the west steps of the Capitol right now. And it looks pretty bare, pretty sparse for a Thursday afternoon. But at least we know those tours are going back on inside the Capitol and everything is safe. Of course, we'll continue to follow the very latest developments both on air and online. So make sure you have the KCRA 3 app downloaded and KCRA.com bookmarked.